Lovely weather day here in Minneapolis, Minnesota. We're at Target Field, which opened back in 2010. New home of the Minnesota Twins as we welcome you to Mariner baseball. Game 3 of a 4-game set. Yep, Ken Griffey Jr., Hall of Famer, one of our all-time favorites. Maybe some of his good karma can rub off on the Mariners here tonight as they take on the Twins. Dave Sims, Mike Blowers, Root Sports crew. Big puffy clouds beyond center field, but right above us, it's absolutely gorgeous. Take a look at batting order for tonight, the Mariners, and this is who they will throw at Ervin Santana.
Mariners, fourth in hitting, fourth in runs scored, and it starts with Ben Gamble. He has been a hot hitter, had a couple of doubles in last night's ballgame, the leadoff hitter today. Hitting cleanup, Nelson Cruz, 52 RBIs. That leads the American League. And Gerard Dyson, 2 for 4 last night with his 3rd home run in the year. For Santana, 8-3 record, a 2.20 ERA, 90 innings pitched already for him, 63 strikeouts on the year, good fastball at 93 miles an hour, and you're going to see a lot of sliders from him tonight. And for the defense, 2nd in the American League in defense, Buxton back in center field. Sano had last night off. He is back at third base, and Castro will do the catching.
Well, here we go. Only Houston has more hits than the Mariners entering tonight's game. Ben Gamble lead things off. 5-game hitting streak working for him. Mike, he's been sensational. 10 for his last 21.
He's really been swinging well. He's been aggressive in the strike zone.
Up the middle. Nice play by the shortstop Escobar, but better speed by Gamble.
And another base hit.
So the hitting streak at 6. 11 for his last 22.
Let's go in to jam him a little bit. Just fights it off right back up the middle. But he has good speed, able to beat it out.
Ben went 2 for 5 last night. Got his first stolen base earlier in the week. Here's Mitch Haniger. 5 for his last 11. Going to be reading off some gaudy offensive numbers all night. Mitch 1 for 5 in last night's game. I want to say Santana's what, the 3rd pitcher we've seen working from the stretch this year, 2nd or 3rd?
Probably the 3rd, yeah. It's working for him.
I'll say his numbers sensational at 8-3, a 2.20 ERA, 12-8 career against the Mariners, 3rd in the league in ERA, 2nd in wins, tops in complete games with 3. High drive left field. It is gone, a 2-run homer. Mitch Haniger, the hot hitting continues, and the Mariners have a 1st inning lead here in Minnesota. For Mitch, home run number 5 and RBIs 19 and 20. What a start again.
It's amazing the top of the lineup for the Mariners all year long, regardless of who is there. And this is a slider. Doesn't have any bite to it. Stays right in the middle of the plate, and he's able to get the barrel to it.
11th home run given up by Santana. Yeah, 2 spot has been magic all year between Gamble, Haniger, Heredia. Been sensational. And then there was another stretcher with Danny Valencia when he had his hot streak.
You're right.
Was batting 2nd.
Speaking of home runs, Robinson Cano, a .333 hitter against Santana, but 6 home runs in his career. I talked to Scott Brocious today. They'll go over all the tape and watch a lot of Santana. So I was wondering what he was thinking about Santana because he's had such a good year on his way to the All-Star game. And he said that basically what they're trying to do is keep the guys from swinging at the slider off the plate. Easier said than done, but he wanted them to attack anything that's on the white of the plate and try to leave the slider off the plate alone, because that's what Santana will do. He'll get you reaching for it.
Down low, 2-1.
He also said that he has a pretty good sinker. Will throw the slider at the back foot of the left-hand hitters. But off to a good start for the Mariners.
Boy, Mitch Haniger. Good to have him back. The lineup's getting longer, Mike.
It
really
is. Well, you know, you think about it, when Segura gets back, and we got to see him take some ground balls again today. He's looking better. He'll be back in that leadoff spot. And then you have Gamble with his 330, 340 average, probably hitting 7th, 8th in your lineup. That's pretty strong.
Strike 2 to Robbie. You got Zunino down there. He's driven in 16 runs in June. Got his batting average, Mike Zunino does, to 241. He's up 100, almost 100 points.
He's really swung it well.
2-2 here to Robbie. Is that going to be enough? Off the glove of the shortstop Escobar. So Cano is aboard with a base hit. 3 consecutive hits open up this ball game. Not bad.
And that's going to jam him. Little fly ball out to center field. Escobar right off the end of his glove.
Buxton's got to play deep. Cano with his home run power.
Yeah, Scott, I said ball was flying out of this ballpark. I don't remember it being that type of hitter's ballpark. And he said that he knew that in batting practice. He said that Carlos Ruiz on his last swing in BP hit one into the upper deck in left field.
Hello.
He said the ball was really carrying yesterday.
Here's a guy that knows about carrying, Nelson Cruz. He's got a 349 batting average in this ballpark, 4th all-time, trailing only Victor Martinez, Sal Perez, and Miguel Cabrera. 12-game hitting streak against the Twins. Dates back to May 2nd of 2014.
I think he sees the ball pretty good here.
Yes, he does. American League RBI leader, 10th in hitting. And he too has good numbers against Santana. 302 batting average with 3 home runs.
Got a pretty good swing at that slider. Just off the outside corner.
Nelly with his contributions last night, 2 for 5, knocked in 2. Scott Service familiar with Santana. They were both in the Angels organization for some time. Kyle Seager's on deck. One-two pitch to Nelly. Swing and a miss, strikes him out.
We talked a lot about the slider from Santana, and again, he will throw it a lot. Ahead in the count 43% of the time. When he's behind in the count, just 19%. But opponents hitting just 102 against the slider, slugging 194. His last outing against the Giants, he threw that slider 47% of the time. That was a lot.
He was working, he was controlling it. Go-to pitch. Here's Kyle Seager. Center field, Buxton. Pretty much in his tracks. 2 outs. We'll bring up Danny Valencia. 2 for 9 against Santana. Santana is 13th year in the big leagues, 34 years old, out of La Romana in the Dominican Republic. And this will be his 3rd season with the Twins. 8 years in Anaheim, with 96 and 80. From there, he went to Kansas City for the 13th season, 14th season in Atlanta. 15th season came here to Minnesota. Valencia 1 for 4 with an RBI last night. Bounced just in front of Mariners radio and Rick Riz, Aaron Goldsmith, Kevin Kremen. There's Aaron. They didn't have a basket ready, though. If they'd had a basket or a net, they might have been able to get that one. Here's a 1-1 pitch. This day and age, to see a guy with 3 complete games and 3 shutouts is amazing.
It is amazing. Most pitchers today, 100, 105 pitches, they're done. It's difficult to get through 9 innings doing that.
Did not go. Greg Gibson's a home plate umpire. We just took a look at Shane Livens-Sparger. 3rd major league game. Vacation relief guy. DJ Rayburn at 2nd and Sam Holbrook at 3rd. Shane's got to be pretty fired up. First time out was, you said it was a doubleheader.
It was a doubleheader on the 10th. Tampa Bay was playing. He worked 3rd base and 1st base in the doubleheader.
Just as big a thrill for umpires as it is
You bet.
for players to get to the show.
He's worked both sides of the plate against Danny. A couple of fastballs inside and the slider off the plate away.
So Gerard Dyson, he's on deck. 3-2 to Danny. Runner goes. Swung on a miss. Good inning nonetheless for the Mariners. A Ben Gamel leadoff single, and then a 2-run homer by Mitch Haniger, his 5th. RBIs 19 and 20. Early lead for the Mariners. Twins coming to bat. Sam Gaviglio has been staked to a 2-0 lead. This will be his 6th start as a Mariner. Let's take a look at the Minnesota batting order that he'll face.
Twins are 6th in hitting, 8th in runs scored. You look at the Twins and go to Kepler, the cleanup hitter. 2 for 5 last night with a home run. He scored 3 runs. Jason Castro, the catcher, he will hit 7th in the lineup. 4 RBIs for him last night. We talked about Rosario earlier. 4 for 5 with 3 home runs. He will round out the 9 for the Twins. You look at Sam's number on the year, 2-1 record, 2.79 ERA. He has really pitched well. Fastball at about 88 miles an hour, slider, curveball, occasional changeup for him. Look at the defense. Mitch Haniger in right field, a couple of outfield assists for Mitch last night, so a good day defensively for him. Taylor Motter will be the shortstop, and Danny Valencia will get the work over at first base.
Well, here we go with leadoff man Brian Dozier, riding an 8-game hitting streak, 2 for 5 with a homer, 2 runs yesterday. 2 runs batted in yesterday. Outside, ball 1. Good numbers in the series.
5 for 9 with a home run.
Seager charging. Throws and gets him. Nice play.
take a look at Kyle Seager, the Gold Glover. Swinging bunt. Uses his glove, gets rid of it quickly. The key to that is the footwork. He wants to throw off of his right foot, right there. Well timed. Perfect. He is really good at that play.
Using the glove helps you get that grip.
It does, especially when the ball's rolling at a pretty good pace. You don't want to barehand it unless you absolutely have to do it.
Got a better chance of getting all four seams with the glove. Joe Mauer. 1 for 5 in yesterday's game. Vilio 2-1, 2.79 ERA. Going up against the top hitters of his time. But what most has impressed you about Sam?
I think when you look at his last 2 starts, when he first was in the rotation, it was fastball command. That's what it was about. Now, one, we're seeing Scott Service leave him out there a little bit longer. He threw 102 pitches in his last outing, but he's also mixing in his curveball and his slider. And it's been an excellent ground ball pitch for him, so a lot of ground ball outs. And you know, the one thing that you really like about him is he throws a lot of strikes. And he will keep his infield busy.
What he's shown, he is not afraid out there.
He will pitch to contact.
Scott Service, born in this part of the country, the great upper Midwest.
I think some for Scott is, and Sam out there again going deeper in his last 2 games is one because they need him to, but 2, I think that Scott is starting to get some confidence in him.
Here's Miguel Sano, had yesterday off. 4th in the American League in RBIs, 5th at slugging.
Last pitch from Sam was perfect at the knees on the outside corner. He's able to get that called a strike, which it should be because it is a strike. If he gets that taken care of, he should be in pretty good shape. Missing down with that fastball.
You put a disclaimer on that because a couple of nights ago that wasn't a strike.
Yeah, it's been a little bit inconsistent. When we talk about Bergman and now Sam tonight, they have to be able to pitch on the corners. Another breaking ball.
Seager throws out Sano. 3 ground balls thrown by Sam Gaviglio after his ball club puts 2 up on the board on the Haniger home run. To the 2nd inning we go. Sports is brought to you by Safeco Insurance. Find a local agent at safeco.com. Do more by Virginia Mason Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. And by Geico, 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. St. Paul Saints in action earlier today. Bill Murray, part of the ownership group. Sean Aronson, their fine broadcaster. 2-0 lead for the Mariners. A Mitch Haniger home run. And speaking of home runs, you don't often do in the case of Gerard Dyson, but last night it was on time. He led off an inning with a home run, his career best 3rd home run.
First pitch fastball in the middle of the plate. There you go. He's getting hot.
Yes, indeed. A leadoff single here.
He's been aggressive, swinging the bat better. Scott Brosha was talking about him. Again, trying to keep the barrel in the hitting area a little bit longer. That's exactly what he does right here.
A lot of guys have hitting streaks. He's one of them.
Yep.
6-game hitting streak, 8 for his last 18 now. And now it brings up. And don't forget, he's tops in stolen bases. Here comes Mike Zunino. 16 runs batted in the month of June. Swing and a miss. About the double he hit last night on a line off the fence in front of the bullpen.
I asked Scott Brosius if it looked as hard down there as it did when we were sitting up here, and he said every bit of it. Scott told me the home run that he hit in game 1 that he didn't even get it. He hit it 420 feet into the bullpen.
One of James Pazos caught in the bullpen. Mike 6 for his last 13. And Scott and Mike had a lot of time together last year in Tacoma. Did he go? Did not.
Oh, by the way, we're going to find out. I did. I found out the line drive that he hit at the third baseman for an out.
Yeah, what was the exit velo? Limit. Ho. 114.
113 exit velo.
Pretty good guess.
Yeah.
But that ball was small.
He hit the ball hard all night.
My goodness. That, you want to talk about lengthening the lineup.
You mentioned the 16 RBIs.
Yep.
That's the most in the American League in the month of June. But you're right. Nice to have that power towards the bottom of the lineup. Just missed a home run by about a foot in yesterday's game.
Dyson having a great year on the base path. 16 bags, second only to Cameron Maben of the Angels, who has 19. Zunino strikes out. That's a third K for Santana. One away. Taylor Motter will be the next hitter. Break out the bell bottoms. It's time to celebrate the 70s at Turn Back the Clock night on Saturday, June 24th. Dress in your 70s best. Enjoy music from the decade and more. Plus, first 20,000 fans will receive a Mariners Trident cap, courtesy of Steel. Tickets at mariners.com. Taylor Motter, he broke an 0 for 11 last night. Got a base hit, his first at bat to center field. Went 1 for 4.
And Santana has a good fastball tonight. That last fastball, 94. He's topped out at 96. But on average this year, he's been at 93. But if he's going to throw 96 miles an hour, it'll make it tougher for the guys that lay off of that slider off the plate away, especially the right-handed hitters.
Good time for Dyson maybe take off here.
He was going to go right there, just didn't quite time it right.
Gene Segura, we expect to have him back before long. Scott Servais still holding out. He said it might have been a little premature, hoping, wishing for Texas, but nonetheless looks like sometime, at worst, sometime next week when Detroit comes in. Detroit's in Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and then Houston next weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, day off at home, and then the Phillies for 2. Good stretch in terms of the calendar. The next road trip is just 3 games in Anaheim and come right back, and then finish with 3 with Kansas City, 4 with Oakland. Then you're at the All-Star break.
And you mentioned the day off, another day off a couple days after that. So the guys get a chance to heal up a little bit, and they move into the break.
Motter's gone.
Pretty good slider.
Back-to-back Ks, 4 for in the first 2 innings here for Santana.
Well, that breaking ball is at 85 miles an hour. I was talking to Bert Blyleven about his slider. Bert, of course, had the great curveball, but he was saying the thing he was saying about his slider is he says it has more depth to it, breaking down and later, and that's the reason why hitters are having a tougher time with him, and that's exactly what Scott said too. We're seeing it.
His numbers, I mean, 8-3, 2.20 ERA, 154 batting average against. Lefty's starting tonight, hitting just a .142. Right-handers 167. 101 to Gamble.
As the game moves on, he won't make as many mistakes. So it was great to see Haniger jump on that one slider that was in the middle of the plate. He hit it out of the ballpark for a 2-run home run.
Takes a strike. Advantage to Santana. I think you mentioned it last night about Gamble. Become a nice 2-strike hitter.
He has. He's using the entire field.
He had a lead.
And that was a quick move back over to first.
Molitor, Hall of Fame player from St. Paul. Gamble goes the other way past the diving Sano. Another 2-strike single for Ben Gamble. Stinging the ball. Really is.
It's a fastball that's going to be up and in the middle of the plate. And with 2 strikes, shorten things up. Nice short swing. Hits the ball hard the other way.
Impressive. There's Haniger again. A 1 pitch, hit a 2-run homer, left field stands.
Santana is making Dyson work on the bases, that's for sure. A pretty good sweat here.
Ball 1 to Mitch.
Mitch now hitting .347, 5 home runs, 20 RBIs.
Two-on, two-out threat. Santana doesn't want to make another mistake. Haniger's got a 2-0 count. Pitch. Dyson's got his attention. Big time.
It's a good thing. Maybe he'll make a mistake when he decides to throw home.
Brian Dozier smiling. That was the first time Haniger and Santana had faced off. Nose on deck. That home run impacted him. Part of them. Bases loaded. First walk. How about last night's game with all those runs scored? There's only 2 walks in the game.
It's amazing, isn't it?
I mean, that was crazy.
Both games have been a little bit strange. I would have to say. Pirates are also making Santana work. Next pitch will be 40.
Here's Cano. Off the base hit off the shortstop's glove at short right field. He's got 6 career home runs against Santana.
Now 40 pitches for Santana. When you look at the Twins, they have struggled on the mound this year. They are 15th last in ERA. Santana not a part of that problem. So if you can get his pitch count out, get him out of the game a little bit earlier, that would help the offense.
And I tell you what, Paul Molitor's headache will get bigger because he's got a doubleheader coming up. Listening to his pregame comments, he's really concerned about getting length.
This Saturday?
Yeah. And he's concerned about, hey, but these 7 guys, how am I going to deal with those 7 guys in the bullpen with, you know, this double dip coming up? You got tonight, you got tomorrow. There's been nothing but hits in these first 2 games. Now the 3rd game. 1-2 to Cano. I'll be trying to break this thing open here in the 2nd inning. Bases loaded and 2 outs. Santana ready. Here comes the 1-2. Up and in. Got Dyson dancing around at 3rd. Two balls, 2 strikes. Ball 3. Got Santana. It's hot water here. 8-3 record. 3rd in ERA. Tied for 2nd in wins. Tops in complete games. Nelson Cruz on deck. Robbie trying to deliver a big blow. Runners go. Pitch swung on and fouled off.
Borderline. Right towards the top of the strike zone at 95 miles an hour. For Santana, now that he's in trouble, velocity has gone up. He's been 95, 96 miles an hour pitching to Cano. A little extra velocity.
Big spot in the game, and we're early. Runners are going to take off again. 3-2 to Cano. Bounced foul.
He's trying to get him out at the top of the strike zone. Another fastball right at the top.
You got great wheels in the base path. Dyson already at 3rd. You got Gamble at 2nd. Haniger at 1st. Two veterans going head to head here. Robinson Cano and Irvin Santana. 3-2 pitch again. Hit hard, but right to the shortstop. Throws it across, does Escobar. The Mariners are turned away. They leave them loaded. We go to the home 2nd here in Minneapolis. First inning homer, Mitch Haniger. The difference right now here in Minneapolis. Time now for a Geico This Date in MLB history. Take it back to 1974. Nolan Ryan strikes out 19 Red Sox in 13 innings. Angels win 4-3. Ryan threw 235 pitches. Struck out Cecil Cooper. Good hitter. 6 straight times. And he'd have 2 more 19K performances in 74.
And we will never see that again.
No, sir.
235 pitches. No chance.
Here's Max Kepler. 3 for 5, 2 ribbies in the home run yesterday. Ground ball, Danny Valencia. 1 out. You want to look at that again? I mean, it's hard to believe it.
I didn't mean for you to have to get it back out of the garbage can, but I wanted to see those numbers. 13 innings.
He wasn't looking at the scoreboard, seeing 100 and saying uncle.
Man, 1974, he was grunting the whole way through it, too.
Had to turn the mics down.
Throwing every fastball as hard as he could. Wow, that's amazing.
Yes, it is. There's Kenny Vargas.
Cecil Cooper, a good hitter, too, to strike him out 6 times. Very good hitter.
Boston and Milwaukee. Kenny Vargas, swing and a miss. What kind of day did he have yesterday? 4 for 6, 4 runs scored, knocked in 2.
That was a good breaking ball. For Sam, he has both the slider and the curveball.
It's low.
Good pitch.
Yeah, it was. Cano and Mono in short right field for Vargas.
That was the curveball that time. Bounced it up there. He's really done a nice job with his breaking ball again over his last 2 starts. Being able to keep his breaking ball on the ground, whether it's his slider or his curveball.
Two pitch. Infield all tilted to the right. Payoff pitch. Hit hard. Cano right where he wanted to be. 2 down. Another ground ball. It's 5. Get ready to dance the night away. Friday, June 23rd. Mariners and T-Mobile bringing you Dancing Through the Decades Fireworks Night. Enjoy the greatest dance music from the 40 years of Mariner baseball. Set to a spectacular fireworks show. Get your tickets at mariners.com. Quick 2 outs. Going to bring up Eduardo Escobar. 5 for 6, 2 runs, 2 runs batted in. Tied his career best 5-hit night.
Played well at shortstop too. Had a good night all the way around.
Paul Molitor asked about putting Escobar back in the lineup. Was no hesitation. He and Rosario both were outstanding last evening. Two-0 pitch.
Nice play.
Oh, well done by Danny Valencia, and Gaviglio gets over there in time. 6 outs, all of them ground outs. Sam Gaviglio, and some nice defense behind him as well. 2-0 lead for the Mariners. today's T-Mobile Unlimited Baseball Break. You want to talk about some right-hand hitting here. Look at these numbers. Edgar should be joining Paul in the Hall of Fame. Two of the best hitters of their generation. These numbers are off the chart great. Look at that, 7 All-Star appearances, the OPS numbers. I mean, everything about them's outstanding.
They hit a few line drives in their day.
Yes, they did. There's Paul, 7-time All-Star. DH award named after Edgar. There's Nelson Cruz leading off, struck out on a 1-2 pitch his first time. Mitch Haniger hit a 2-run homer in the first. That's the difference in the ballgame.
And Santana also had to throw 47 pitches to get through the first 2 innings. Caught a little bit of a break in the last inning. Bases loaded with Cano hitting. Gets to a 3-2 count. Hit the ball hard, but it was right at the shortstop, so he was able to get out of the inning.
Ground ball to Escobar. Away. Nice to see John Gordon, a retired radio voice, longtime radio voice of the Twins, 42 years of professional baseball. 20+ year, he hit 5 in New York. Good man. Retired down at Fort Myers, just stopped in to say hello. There's Kyle Seager. Sure, just like it is for you to see old baseball players that you knew, like growing up for me, broadcasters. Saw Johnny Holiday in New York, and not New York, in Washington. Great to see him, old friend. Guy's pro's pro, been around forever. Fouled off by Seager.
Yeah, it's great, especially if you see somebody that's unexpected.
Yeah, and I just mentioned John's name. They named, I think part of the booth up here is named after John.
It is.
There's John. Dan Gladden.
Yep. Fort Myers, you said?
Yeah.
It's treating him well. It looks good.
Teeing it up almost every day.
Why not?
He better. He was here with the Twins, the 87 and 91 campaigns. World Series teams. Down on the field and saw Tony Oliva being interviewed, so I had to say hello to Tony, and I said, have you heard from Rod Carew? And he said, left him a bunch of voice messages. He says, just call me back, I want to hear your voice. And Rod finally called him back. Carew, one of the all-time greats, and coming off a heart transplant and a kidney transplant, doing well. Seager 0-2. Casey Kendall takes a look at it.
That's the smart thing. Doesn't want to hurt the fingers. Casey's going to have to play some golf.
That's right. As soon as that sun's up, the irrepressible Casey Kendall. And there's one of the all-time great hitters. If he doesn't get hurt, he's in the Hall of Fame. You go back and look up Tony Oliva's numbers. Kyle down the line, hooking foul. Big part of that 65 Twins team. We were here 2 years ago when they had the 65 team here, their anniversary, 50th anniversary. What a lovely guy. And I think that was that trip I walked around with Rod and Tony, looking at all points of this ballpark and talking baseball with them. It was what a thrill. What a great players to come out of Cuba. 0-2. Buxton going back, tracking these under it, and there's 2 outs.
Talked a lot about the slider, but let's take a look at the fastball for Santana. Again, average 93. Today we've seen 94 to 96 ahead in the count. 41% when he's behind. He'll throw his fastball 66% of the time. Again, a very good pitch for him. Opponents hitting just 183, slugging 353. Pretty good 2-seam fastball.
There's Danny Valencia, struck out on a 3-2 pitch in the first. Game started with Gemmell getting an infield base hit, and then Haniger a 2-run homer, so it's 2-0 just like that. Mariners threatened to blow it open with the bases loaded in the second, came up empty. Meanwhile, Sam Gaviglio, 6 up, 6 down, all ground balls. Santana 0-2.
Beautiful.
That's going to work. Split the difference between first baseman and the right fielder. No chance. Base hit.
All breaking balls. This slider is right on the outside corner. It's off the end of the bat.
Six hits for the Mariners.
And we've talked about some pretty good hitters. Not one of them would give that hit back right there. They're going to keep them all. They're hard to get.
Right, you are. There's Gerard Dyson. Base hit to left his first time.
Yeah, line drive into left field. He's been swinging much better. Had a couple of hits yesterday, including a home run.
Rips this
There you
one.
go.
Base hit. Valencia will hold at second.
He's being aggressive too, isn't he?
I like it. Good stuff. You talked about earlier your conversation with Broch. He's talking about getting a barrel to it. My goodness.
Fastball. This is at the top of the strike zone. He just tomahawks it out to right center. Solid line drive.
6-game hitting streak for Gerard. Now he's 9 for his last 19.
Let's see what Mike does here. His first time up, Santana was able to get him to chasing a couple of fastballs that were up out of the strike zone. Mike needs to get him back down.
Two-on, two-out threat.
Oh boy.
Deep left. Giddy up, baby, and gone.
Wow.
Off the facing of the middle deck. Mike Zunino with a 3-run homer. That gives him 19 RBIs in the month of June, and today's only Flag Day, the 14th. Mariners have a 5-0 lead. Home run for Zunino, his 6th. RBI total now at 23.
Barrel is right on this breaking ball. Middle in. He knew it right away.
Now do you do. That stung, but right to the shortstop. Mater will be retired, but another highlight for the Mariners. Another home run. Haniger, a 2-run shot in the third. Zunino, one better. A 3-run Jackets, 5-0 Mariners. All right, Brad, thank you very much. Couple of home runs tonight. 2-run shot Haniger, and Zunino just hit a 3-run bomb. 5-0 Mariners. Sam Gaviglio's got Jason Castro here. Another ground ball. This one going to Taylor Motter. 1 away. So you're up to the second thoughts of Mike Zunino.
Again, had a really good conversation with Brocious about him today and just talked about the new stance and the swing path of Mike. The thing that was interesting is standing by the cage while he was hitting. Every time he would go in there, he would turn around, look at Scott, and talk to him about what he was going to accomplish that round. And both the times that I was there, he wanted to more stay in the middle of the field, which is what you want to do for your swing path anyway. But he was really working hard at it. And the thing that is interesting, I asked Brocious, because you see the leg kick that he has, I asked Brocious about it, and I said that to me is not an easy thing to do right away, because the tendency is to come off your backside or to get turned in so you're going to fly open. And he said somebody along the way told him that when he lifts his leg up to think like a pitcher, like you're going to do a pickoff move, just nice and easy, and then he just puts it back down, and he does it softly. He's not jumping around or lunging at the pitcher or anything like that. And it's really freed him up.
It's a lot different from what he did last year when he got sent down.
Last year, I thought the main accomplishment from last year, I thought, was for him to more get back in the strike zone. Swing at pitches in the zone, because he was chasing off the plate away. Remember a lot of that? So they wanted to get him back in there, and he accomplished that. So it helped him for a little bit of time, but his swing path still wasn't worked out yet. And this seems to be much better for him. And you know, we're starting to get some games under his belt to see if this thing is going to last. He's always had power, but it's just the consistency wasn't there, and hopefully this is the thing that's going to. He has to be playing with a lot of confidence right now.
Meanwhile, his battery mate's having a heck of a start. So right there, as that one squeezed just fair down the line. Buxton, who can fly. Easy double. First hit, first base run.
You know what? It was another ground ball. Yep. Every now and then they're going to find a hole.
Absolutely.
It's actually a pretty good pitch. In off the plate. He hits it right down the line. He's able to keep it fair, but another ground ball.
First man to reach base for Minnesota after the first 7 were retired. There's 1 out. And that brings up Andy Rosario. Buxton had last night off, as did Sano.
Rosario is aggressive on the fastball early in counts. We saw that last night.
3 home runs, 7th twin to do that, to have a 3 home run game.
Starts him with a breaking ball.
4 for 5, 5 runs batted and 3 runs scored. Going over is Dyson. Makes the catch. Puts it back in. Getaway day game tomorrow. 9:30 a.m. Pacific time. We'll be on the air with the pregame show. Ariel Miranda, top winner for the Mariners, goes against Jose Berrios. Berrios has been outstanding. Look at those numbers: 5-1, a 2.84. And a 188 opponent's batting average, but Miranda has been something else. Doesn't make the club out of spring training. Here he is. He's won more games than anybody on the club.
Well, and he's been the one that's been able to take on the innings this year too, which has certainly helped.
This begins the second time through. Here's Dozier. Grounded out to Seager. Open up the home first. Strike 1, Brian. Not near the home run pace he's been on the last 2 years. He's got 11. 42 last year, 28 the year before.
Seemed that, if I remember right, it was late June, maybe in July, where it seemed he was hitting home runs every day. It was really hot. Again, he likes the high fastball. And he He had a bunch of them over the course of a month or so.
Gaviglio has looked good, hasn't struck out anyone, hasn't walked anybody. He's put the ball in play and kept it on the ground. Until that last fly out by Rosario. He's ahead here. Dozier 0-2. There's Dozier going after that high pitch, but Haniger settles under it, makes the play. And how about Sam Gaviglio? 3 outstanding innings, and with a lot of help, 5-0 Mariners. Mariners baseball and Roost Sports being brought to you by CHI Franciscan Health, the Mariners official partners in health. Learn to stay Northwest healthy at nwhealthy.org. By Northwest Chevy Dealers and the new face of strong, Chevy Silverado. And by Steel. To find your local Steel dealer, visit steeldealers.com. Independent League, St. Paul Saints in action earlier today. Good looking ballpark.
Looks like some of our spring training ballparks.
Yeah.
See the berm out there in left field.
Very nice.
Yeah, good looking ballpark.
Here's Ben Gamel, 3rd time. He's already 2 for 2 with a run scored. Gamel, Haniger, and Cano, top of the order. Pulls this one right to Joe Mauer. He'll take it to the bag himself, 1 away.
It's fun to look up at the scoreboard and see your leadoff hitter is hitting 341 and the guy right behind him is hitting 347.
You bet. The 3-4 guys aren't too shabby either.
No.
Here's Mitch Haniger, 2-run homer in the first on an 0-1 pitch. Rifle shot into the left field stands. Walked the second time up on 4 pitches. Santana gets the high strike call. Ended up over to our right. The ball right practically in the lap of a retired gentleman. Here we are on June 14th. The Mariners batting average impressive, trailing only Detroit, ahead of the Yankees, White Sox, and the Royals. Key now, Mike, keep that hitting going. Let's get above 500 right now, 32 and 34. Flirted with it.
You know, some of the other keys too is Iwakuma, get Felix back. Felix with 1 more rehab start coming up, and they'll have him back. Get Segura back in the lineup.
Ooh, that hit him. And Haniger's aboard for the third time.
It's going to hit him in the shoulder. Yeah, fastball right on the tricep. That hurts.
Here's up Robbie Cano. Grounded out to short with the bases loaded. 2 outs in the second. First time up, got a base hit. So Haniger. He's at first. Here's Cano. First inning single extended his hitting streak to 7 ball games. How about this category here? Most hits since 2006. Mr. Cano tops the list, and it's impressive. Miguel Cabrera, Nick Markakis, see him in August. Adrian Gonzalez and Ichiro. Going to see Miguel Cabrera. See him Monday.
Tigers have been hot. Was that a 326 average that we showed you? Mariners were second behind them. So the Tigers have really been swinging it.
Tigers at 30-33 starting today, 4 games behind Minnesota, 2 games behind second place Cleveland.
Just because we've been talking so much about the speed on this team and number of guys that can run the bases and really know how to run the bases, not just because of the speed, but fundamentally they know what they're doing. Hold the ball on Haniger.
Robbie, there's another knock for him. Getting to the ball quickly is Kepler. Haniger will stop at second base, so 1 out, 2 on for Nelson Cruz. But first, here's Brett Adams. Well, he's got his whole pocket is loaded with seeds. I mean, nobody carries more seeds than he does. All right, Brad, thanks.
But I asked Manny Acta today, who's the best base runner on the team? And without hesitation, he said Haniger was the best base runner. And you consider everything that goes into it. And that can't be an easy thing because you have a number of guys that can really run the bases. Gamble is one of them, Dyson, of course. Taylor Motter's good at running the bases, but he said fundamentally the guy that does it the best out of all of them but doesn't have that speed is Kyle Seager.
In terms of cutting the bases, when to go,
the breaks he gets, the secondary leads, that he gets all those different things.
Good reads. Nelly in the first swing tried to change area codes. There's Seager.
Yes. He said fundamentally Kyle does everything correct.
In terms of hitting the bag, taking the right angles.
Yeah. And it's important for a third base coach because a lot of times he's watching the ball and what the defense is doing and anticipating where the player is going to be before he makes a decision. And so many times if guys don't cut the bases right or don't take off right away or aren't getting a secondary lead, that puts him in a tough spot.
And he's got to have a book on all of his guys.
On all of his guys and all the outfielders in their arms, yes. Keep in mind the situation of the game.
Nelly's gone. Second time he's K'd. He's 0 for 3. The other thing about that, too, it's interesting. And I know talking to some old timers, you don't see guys taking outfield anymore. So a lot of times, in terms of his knowledge of outfield throws, he's got to get off a videotape because you're not seeing guys do the throwing before games like he used to years ago.
Yeah, and probably some of it he has to just trust the scouting reports that they get. You know,
When
and
you
for
came
him,
in-
when you can watch the guys, you can tell the guys that will charge the ball hard. You can tell the guys that have the strong arm. Is it an accurate arm? Is there, or, you know, where, does he hit his cutoff man or not? Those are all valuable things for him.
That's all in his computer up top of his head.
And he's making those decisions quickly.
Yes. And what, let's say, during the course of your career, were guys still taking outfield? We see it occasionally. I mean, we go nuts when we see it.
What we would do in Seattle is we would take infield, outfield the first day into a new ballpark, and then we wouldn't do it the rest of the time, and we rarely did it at home.
Meanwhile, on the way up, high school, college, Legion.
Every day.
Every day.
Every day.
Those are some days, boy.
Yeah.
2 outs, 2 on.
I used to think it was fun taking infield practice.
Absolutely was fun.
Yeah.
And in those, you didn't have tape on guys, so you wanted to see what the other team was doing.
Right.
He gets away, runners are going to advance.
Good base running by Cano. The ball went in the dirt. Robbie had a good angle on it. He could see it. He took a couple of steps, looked up, and Haniger wasn't sure because he was kind of blocked. So Robbie held his ground for a second. Then when Haniger took off, he went on to second, but he didn't just run him off the base. Keep your head up all the time.
You're here. 1-1 here to Kyle.
Mariners are 1 for 3 runners in scoring position this evening. That was the 3-run home run by Zunino.
This one hit to left field. And making the play is Rosario. The Mariners leave a couple more on. They've left 6 on through the first 4 innings, but lead 5-0. Placing Hubert H. Humphrey Metrodome. And we have fine weather here today at San Gavilia. It's been impressive through the first 3 innings. A lot of ground balls. You got 1 fly ball out. That was to Rosario.
And just 30 pitches again for him, pitching to contact. A lot of ground balls.
Ryan Roland-Smith joins us right now from our Ford Sports Desk. And Ryan, who does Sam remind you of? Anybody come to mind here?
Ryan, I just mentioned it, and I'd like to hear what your thoughts are on it, but pitching to contact, what does that mean?
The other thing too, Ryan, I know you're a big reader of this body language. Mike and I've talked about this before. Sam's got really good body language out there too.
Ryan, I said it at the start of the game. When you look at Sam and his starts, the last couple especially, he's been getting a little bit deeper, and Scott has let him throw a few more pitches, 102 in his last outing. I know that some of it is probably because they needed him to, but I think it's also he's gained some confidence from the skipper.
Ryan, thanks so much, man. We'll see you on the Mariners post-game show, presented by Alaska Airlines, coming up a little bit later. Pretty impressive strikeout of Joe Mauer. Now he's ahead of Sano, 0-1.
36 pitches, 24 strikes.
He did go, says Greg Gibson. Sano grounded out to Seager in his first at bat. Back after a day off. Big man's got a quick bat.
Sam missed his location on that last pitch. He wanted that to be down and away. Left it inside.
The 0-2 pitch. Strike three called. Back-to-back Ks here. The 2 and 3 hitters for the Minnesota Twins. Nice job by Gaviglio.
Just perfect with the fastball. 91 miles an hour. And it's paint. See the target from Zunino, and he hits it at the knees on the corner.
Bring up Max Kepler. Grounded out to Valencia. Three for 5 performance last night. 2 runs knocked in for Max. Oregon State product, or Ashland High School. See him coming over from the Cardinals. November of 2014 for infielder Ty Kelly. Saw Ty Kelly most recently with the Phillies. This one fouled back. All right. Giving a Dozier shirt on. Front row, reached over, grabbed it, bobbled it, and held on. Nicely done.
Pretty excited about it, too.
2-1 pitch. Haniger ranging over to his right. Nice inning. Gaviglio, strikeout, swinging, looking, and a fly ball. 5-0 Mariners. felt about home run power tonight, Mike?
A couple of breaking balls. That's a slider in the middle of the plate. Haniger, his 5th home run of the year, a 2-run home run. That was back in the 1st. And then Mike Zunino. I'm not sure anybody's been hotter than Mike. Off the 2nd deck, a 3-run home run. His 6th.
And for Mike Z, 19 runs batted in the month of June, and it's only June 14th. Valencia, Dyson, and Zunino here in the 5th. And they're doing it against a guy who's having an outstanding year on the mound. Urban Santana, 8.3, 2.20 ERA. Opponents were hitting $1.54 coming in. 3rd in the American League in ERA, 2nd in wins, and tops in complete games with 3 and shutouts with 3.
It's one of the things that we're really starting to notice with this lineup, Dave. And I think when he saw that he was facing the Mariners, and he's looking at the scouting reports, he's concentrating on Cano, Cruz, Seager, the guys in the middle of the lineup. And look at the 2 home runs. Haniger and Zunino are the ones that have hurt him.
Gamble's beating him for 2 hits. Dyson's beating him for 2 hits.
Valencia had a base hit his last time up, scored on the home run by Mike.
Well, that relationship right there certainly created a big bond last year when Mike was sent down to Tacoma.
Yeah,
Scott Brocious.
They put in a lot of work, and I think that they're both having a lot of fun right now.
Sano had trouble getting it out of his glove. Comes away okay. 1 away. Make sure you join the Mariners and the Greater Seattle Business Association and T-Mobile for Pride Night at Safeco Field. It's coming up Thursday, June 22nd. Seattle singer-songwriter Mary Lambert, she's going to perform the national anthem. And when you get your tickets at mariners.com/pride, you'll also receive a free Pride Night hat. There you go. Looking to make it 3 for 3, Gerard Dyson. Single to left, single to center.
Average up to 251 now.
Picked up 8 points real quick.
Probably over the last week and a half, around 30 it seems like.
I don't think get him on base. 16 stolen bases. And it was at 217 on Sunday, May 28th. Sano and Escobar giving chase, and the big man makes the play. They bring up Zunino. Struck out on a 1-2 pitch in the 2nd and blasted a 3-run homer with 2 outs off the facade, middle deck, left field, left center field. And it hit him. Second hit batter.
Irvin, I really don't think you want Mike to come out there.
You really don't. I can tell you that right now. Do yourself a favor. Just do yourself a favor. Get back up on the mound.
It never looks good after you've hit a 3-run home run and the first pitch is up and in with a fastball and hits him. I don't think there's any doubt that he hit him on purpose.
There's some words exchanged. Warnings both sides.
That would be my guess.
I'll tell you what, Irvin, you better hope that there's a lot of guys get to Zunino to grab him before he gets to you, because once he gets to you, it's a different story. Not going to be too many volunteers after that. 2 out, runner on. Here's Taylor Motter. Strikeout, ground out. Mariners have had a lot of guys hit. Dyson's been hit 9 times, and Nino's now 3. Haniger was hit earlier in this game. 3rd time for him. Did not go. 2-0. Motter 1 for 4 in last night's game. Trying to get back to the form he showed in the first month. But this story we talk about every year. Comes out hot. They adjust to him, and he's got to make the adjustments to the adjustments.
That's part of the process.
Amen. Two and two.
I think Santana getting to the end of his evening. 94 pitches for him.
Mariners done a good job roughing him up. Motter lays off, full count. Ben Gamble's on deck. 2 for 3 night for him. His hitting streak extended to 6 ball games. Zunino's going to take off. 3-2 pitch. Fouled off.
Another fastball in the outside corner at 95 miles an hour. Nobody getting loose in the bullpen for the Twins, but 96 pitches now for Santana.
3-2 to Motter. Fouled it off again.
Mike gets a good workout behind the plate, starting to get his sprints in. And I'm sure Casey's laughing at him about it.
Interval training. I don't think that was on the schedule. 3-2 set up outside. Pitch pulled to the shortstop. Escobar throws across, and that'll go. Mariners do not score in the 5th. They lead over 10-10 in the Twins 5-0. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Seattle Mariners and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Seattle Mariners. More action over at the St. Paul Saints earlier today. Good crowd on a beautiful day. A little double dip baseball action for many people. Watch the independent league crew and then bring the kids over to the big league game here at Target Field. Dave Sims, Mike Bowers, Root Sports crew on hand.
It's a great day for it, wasn't it?
Sure was. Not too humid, hot, but comfortable. Here's Kenny Vargas to lead it off. Eduardo Escobar, Jason Castro to follow.
Good curveball.
Cavillo's been really good here. He struck out, got his first 2 strikeouts in the 4th. Didn't give up his first hit until 2 1/3 had gone by. Gave up a double to Buxton down the left field line. That's the only hit. He's ahead of Vargas here. 1-2. Vargas first time up. Grounded out to Cano.
Buddy Bosher's getting loose in the pen for the Twins, so it looks like Santana is done.
That's a heck of a notch in the belt for the Mariners, given Santana's numbers coming into this game to knock him out at this stage.
After 5 innings.
Bosher's pitched in the first game with 2 innings. 2 hits, 1 strikeout. 2-2 here to Vargas.
I think Santana around 97, 98 pitches. Sam is sitting here at 48 pitches working in the 5th.
Buy an extra day for that bullpen. 2-2. Strike 3 called. Got him. Struck out 3 of the last 4 men that he's faced, and 2 of them looking.
Not sure what it is, but a lot of these low fastballs, they end up taking him for strike 3. That fastball almost in the middle of the plate, but at the knees, a bit of movement to it.
There's Escobar, the shortstop.
He's enjoying it. Bill Stottlemyre.
Oh, goodness, yes. And again, hopefully we'll have Gene Segura back. Not late in the Texas series, say Sunday. Certainly, I would say Monday's a really good bet. Back home against Detroit.
I think Felix will go out on his last rehab, stretch him out to 80, 85 pitches, and he'll be back with the club.
That's hit a ton, and it's going to leave the yard in a big way. Eduardo Escobar, home run number 6, RBI number 22. Hit a home run here. Minnesota, they play. Sounds like Let's Get Crazy by the late artist Prince.
And we'll take a look at it. Like a change up in the middle of the plate.
Twins on the board. 5-1 Mariners. Jason Castro 0 for 1.
It's interesting with Sam on the mound is he had 5 starts coming into today. 4 of those starts gave up 1 earned run or less. And in 3 of those, there was 3 solo home runs to get the 1 earned run. So this will be the 4th time if he can keep it right here.
1-1 to Castro. 4 for 5, 4 runs batted in last night. Escobar on quite a tear, 5 for 6 last night. One and 2. Sam's got Castro here 1 and 2. And puts him away with a breaking ball.
He's had a good curveball.
Another strikeout. That's 4. All coming to fourth and fifth inning. Let's take a look at the Mariners calendar, brought to you by Mattress Firm. Wrap it up tomorrow. Day game 9:30 a.m. Pre-game show tomorrow. Then off to Texas for 3 games. And then home sweet home in Seattle. 4 games. Detroit 3 with Houston, 2 with Philly. Short trip to Anaheim wraps up the month of June. And then back home first week of July. And that'll take us right into the All-Star break. The Mariners' schedule quite favorable at this time. We're in a stretch of 27 out of 37 at home. Buxton with a double down the left field line. And he hits this one well towards the bullpen, and goodbye. His 4th, RBI number 12. Sitting just 200 coming into this game. When he starts hitting, he's going to be one of the top players in the game because he covers it as well or better than anybody in center field.
And we'll take a look at it. Looks like a fastball. It is. They wanted to go to the outer half. It ends up middle in. Just kind of ran to the barrel of the bat.
Prince, of course, native of Minneapolis, died a couple of years ago. Home run song here. Here's Rosario. 2 outs, 2 runs in. One the count. One an inning. Strikeout, home run. Strikeout, home run. Now 2-1.
60 pitches for him now. 40 strikes. Nobody getting loose in the pen.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Buddy Boshers continues to be ready. Sam Gaviglio's wins so far this year for the Mariners at Colorado and at home against Tampa Bay. What an inning. Strikeout, home run, strikeout, home run, strikeout. Inning over. 2 runs on the board for the Twins. 5-2 Mariners. Mitch Haniger got on it quickly. Those Haniger and Zunino have both homered for the Mariners. A 2-run shot by Mitch in the first, a 3-run homer by Zunino in the third. Here's Mitch.
He's going to get a slider in the middle of the plate. Out front just a little bit, and then Mike, another breaking ball, and he is all over it. Hits it off the second deck, a 3-run homer. Take a look at Santana. 5 innings, 9 hits, 5 runs, all of them earned. A walk, 5 strikeouts. He threw 98 pitches. Buddy Boscher's left-hander going to take over. 7 appearances on the year. He's pitched well, 1.64 ERA. In 11 innings, he has 8 strikeouts, only 2 walks. Opponents hitting 184 against him. Good fastball at 91 miles an hour. Has a curve and a changeup to go with it.
It's impressive knocking out Santana.
It is.
Really is. 3rd in AL ERA, second, tied for 2nd in wins. Tops in complete games and shutouts. 3rd in innings pitched. And his batting average against was number 1. Good stuff. Buddy Boscher's first hitter is going to be Ben Gamel. A wrinkle in that one to get ahead 0-2. Top of the order, Gamel, Haniger, and Cano. One, two to Bent. Did he go? Did not, as they check with Sam Holbrook.
Tried to get him to chase the breaking ball off the plate away.
Buddy Boscher, 6'3", 205, 29 years old, out of Huntsville, Alabama. 2-2. Put it in play to Sano. Look at that. Oh, look at that throw. Pulled off Mauer, pulled him off the bag.
The speed of Gamel surprised him. He has a great arm. Sano has one of the better throwing arms you're going to see. But he's going to bobble a little bit, then he's going to look up and tries to put a little extra on it. And that gets Mauer off the bag. Gamel beats it.
And it's some throwing arm and speed. Such a vital ingredient. Mariners have it. Here's Haniger, 2-run homer in the first, walked into second on 4 pitches and was hit by a pitch and a 1-2 pitch in the fourth.
Come on, buddy.
Long look at Manny Active, third base coach. One on the count. You don't like what has happened in this trade, bringing Haniger and Segura over from Arizona for Taijuan Walker and Ketel Marte. Two and one. Buddy Boscher's in his second year with the Twins. Came up with the Angels back in 13. Went 2-0 with Minnesota last year in 37 games, a 4.25 ERA. 2-1 pitch here to Haniger. Two-one pitch. Another throw over. Gamel 1 for 1 base stealing. Gamble getting that stolen base Sunday against Toronto. It's out of play.
I think as the season moves on, we're going to see him run more and more.
Hey, he's got the wheels.
He does.
Go for it.
I think Scott will encourage him to run a little bit more, pick his spots and run.
We've had this conversation with Ricky and Harold and all those guys. Hey, you're going to get thrown out. Just don't be afraid. Keep going. Dyson says it all the time. They're going to get me sometimes, but I'm going to get them more than they get me.
Yep. Exactly the attitude you have to have.
Down swinging goes Haniger for a strikeout for Boschers. One out. Here's Brett Adam. Robbie's 2 for 3 tonight, Brad. Hitting streak at 7 games. A major shout out to Max Engelbrich, his dad, Mark, longtime director here at Mariners TV. Max drafted by the Nationals on the 40th round today in the draft. Congratulations to the Engelbrich family. And Max, a good left-hander out of the bullpen.
Yeah, congratulations. Good luck to Max. Had to fight some injuries, but I think he'll be just fine. Going to get a chance to play.
Lefty out of the bullpen. Dusty may call him now.
May be the case.
And a happy 91st birthday to the great Don Newcomb.
Happy birthday.
Great pitcher in the Dodgers.
Did you say 90?
Summer. 91.
91.
Enjoyed a couple of encounters with him over the years. Good man. Still working for the Dodgers. That Boys of Summer group, he and Carl Erskine. The last two. Erskine, fine right-hander. One 0 to Cano. Cruz on deck. Breaking ball for strike. Cano 2 for 4 against Buddy Boschers. Boschers given name Jeffrey Allen. Jeffrey Allen Boschers. One, two here to Robbie. Robbie had a long at bat. Back in the second with the bases loaded. Tried to break the game open right there, but grounded out to shortstop.
He's going to try to get him out away, and you get a fastball that's up, even if it's out over the plate. He typically can hit it pretty hard. Buxton, the center fielder, shading towards left center.
Two to Robbie. Full count. Full count back in the second. Nelson Cruz on deck. Now he's looking to extend his hitting streak to 5 games. He struck out, grounded out, struck out. Twins put a couple on the board in the 5th. Solo home runs by Escobar and Buxton. 3-2 to Cano. Hit hard past the shortstop, left center field, digging for third. Gamble, he's going to get there, and the Mariners in business here with 1 out. 3-hit night for Robinson Cano.
He is such a good hitter. Understanding the situation, what they're trying to do. Fastball probably just off the outside corner, but it's elevated, and that's typically the one that he can square up. You can see the shortstop Escobar going to cover because Gamble had taken off with the pitch. That opened up the hole for Robbie, and he takes advantage of it.
10 hits for the Mariners. 7 runs on 14 hits last night. Generally, that's enough to win a game. Minnesota happened to chip in with 20 runs on 28 hits. The night before, 14 runs, 19 hits by the Mariners. There's Nelly.
Trying to add to his league lead in RBIs. Leading the American League with 52 RBIs.
0 for 1 career against Boschers. Mariners left them loaded in the second, left 2 on in the fourth. 1 in the first, 1 in the fifth. Chance to do some big damage here. In addition to being the RBI leader, Nelly started tonight 10th in hitting in the league. That hit him. Bases are loaded. Nelly wants to swing the bat.
He doesn't want to go to first.
He wants to swing the bat.
A left-hander out there, you bet.
He didn't want to move.
We'll take a look at it. Probably goes off the elbow guard. Just gets a piece of it.
I can't remember the last time I saw that. Dude, no, it's all right. I want to swing. It's okay.
Yeah, no thank you.
Yeah, the sandlot when we were kids playing stickball, if it hit you, so what? Keep swinging a bat till you're out.
Look at him laughing about it.
Stage is set for Kyle Seager.
This is one of his best ballparks, too. So.
Yes, sir.
Breaking ball.
Bases are loaded. Gamble at third. You got Cano at second. Cruz at first. Three career grand slams for Kyle. Good numbers with the bases filled. Oh, and 2.
Matt Belisle, right-hander, getting loose in the pen for the Twins. Valencia waiting on deck.
0-2 to Seager. Pretty good speed out there, Rosario. Gamble will hold. Throw offline. Prudence on that play. With 2 outs. Mariners don't want this opportunity to slip by. They left them loaded in the second. Now Valencia, strikeout, base hit to right, and a ground out to third. First pitch to Danny. Ball 1. 6 men to the plate here in the 6th inning for the Mariners. 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball for strike.
There's a hole on the left side of the infield and left center, wide open.
Oh, left center is Grand Canyon out there. Pounds it. Sano can't get it. Gamble scores. Stop sign here for Cano. So Danny Valencia plates a run. 6-2 Mariners. Second hit for Valencia, and RBI number 35.
And a big base hit. Didn't want to walk away from this situation without picking up a run, and they're able to get it past Sano. That will bring up the hot hitting Gerard Dyson.
There are no RBIs tonight. 2 for Haniger, 3 for Zunino, 1 for Valencia. Dyson trying to join the party. Got 2 hits tonight. Single to left, single to center, and fouled out to third base. Eddie Guardado on the left. Matt Belisle sizing up the situation.
Belisle is ready to go. Nobody getting loose in the Mariner pen.
Sam Gaviglio, 5 innings, 2 runs, 3 hits, 5 strikeouts, no walks. Dyson, weak ground ball, second base. Dozier throws him out. Mariners do pick up a run. They leave them loaded. The lead now 6-2 Seattle. Wrap it up tomorrow. Time for our Big Fish Casino. Big catch.
Take a look at the Gold Glover. Kyle Seager coming in. This is in the first inning. Up Brian Dozier. Slow roller. Makes the play. Perfect timing. Throwing off the right foot. Accurate throw. Easy play for Danny over at first. Can't do it any better than that.
Nicely done. Top of the order here for the Twins in the home 6th. Mr. Dozier will lead off, followed by Joe Mauer and Miguel Sano. Talking about Dozier's home runs last year.
Yeah.
8 in June, 6 in July, 13 in August,
wow.
10 in September, en route to 42.
Yeah, finished strong.
Ground out the fly out tonight.
A couple of solo home runs off of Sam has been all for the Twins. 64 pitches. 42 strikes. Got a good breaking ball. He's used his slider and his curveball today. A few changeups. Located his fastball. I think he's topped out at 91.
Has not walked anybody. Retired the first 7 men that he faced. Gave up a double down the left field line. 3rd inning to Buxton. Got out of that. Solo home runs to Escobar and Buxton in the 5th. That was the inning where he went strikeout, homer, strikeout, homer, strikeout. Two pitch. Hit Seager. 1 away. Check in with Brad Adam. Brad, what do you have? You got your game on, Brad. Know a little Trace Atkins. Hey, batter, 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 swing, batter, batter. Joe Mauer 0 for 2. A lot of movement. Joe went with it. Camel.
Thought maybe he was going to be able to make the play.
Yep. Thing looked like it did a little knuckling out there, right?
Yeah.
Joe Mauer with the base hit, 1 out, 1 on. RBI Baseball 2017 is out, and it's out now for Xbox One, PS4, iOS, and Android. You can enjoy fast-paced, pick-up-and-play MLB action packed with all your favorite teams, players, ballparks, and much more. Breakout MLB season, it's here. Better get ready and come ready to play. Learn more at RBIGame.com. Miguel Sano ground out to Seager and strikeout looking. Infield back and playing deep. It's a power hitter here. 4th in the American League and runs batted in. A drive deep to left. Way back and gone. 2-run homer. Home run number 16. RBIs 47 and 48. Just a little tighter ball game in the Mariners right now. And rue the fact that through 6 they've left 10 men on, left the bases loaded twice.
Breaking ball on the first pitch. Looks like it's down in the zone. He just golfs it out in front just a little bit. Strong man. As soon as that hit the bleachers, James Pazos got up in the bullpen, starting to get loose. Got service. Slow walk out to the mound.
The kid is some kind of strong, and we're going to talk about a big future. Miguel Sano is just 24 years old. 2 more RBIs gives him 48.
Well, 70 pitches, 47 strikes for him so far.
Sam's going to take his leave. Time now for Beacon Plumbing. Call to the pen. 4-hit, 5-run ball. Gives way to James Pazos.
And for Sam, 5 in the third, 5 hits, 4 runs, all of them earned. 5 hits, 3 of them home runs, 5 strikeouts for him, 70 pitches, 47 strikes.
Beacon Plumbing called to the pen. James Pazos.
1-1 record, 2.22 ERA, 34 strikeouts, and 28 and a third. Good number for him. Opponent's hitting just 194. Fastball, 95, 97 miles an hour with a hard slider.
Pazos, his first hitter is going to be lefty slugger Max Kepler. 0 for 2 tonight. Six runs, 11 hits, no errors for the Mariners. 10 left on base. 4 runs, 5 hits, an error. And 1 left on base by the Twins. There's a strike. Pazos pitched in Monday night's game. Scoreless 8th inning. Went fly ball, strikeout, and a ground out.
Good breaking ball. He always has a good fastball. He's topped out at 96 so far tonight. Typically he's 95. He can touch 98.
Good pitch. Strikes out Kepler. Two away. Hey, going to the game, it's quick and easy. Quick and easy trip on the Sounder train. Link Light Rail and ST Express buses. So plan your trip at soundtransit.org. Eddie Vargas 0 for 2.
Switch hitter, just 3 for 26, hitting right-handed.
Strike 1. Pounds this one. It's going to stay foul. Two-run homer Haniger put the Mariners in front first inning. Third inning, 3-run homer Zunino. 6th inning, RBI single Valencia with the 6 runs. Mariners have left 10 on. And 3 home runs hit here by the Twins. Solo blast by Escobar and Buxton in the 5th, and a 2-run shot here in the 6th by Miguel Sano.
Good breaking ball. About his fastball, he always has a good one, 95 to 97. Breaking ball, hit or miss on some nights with him, but that was a good one. Right on the outside corner, did not get the call.
Went that time. So Pazos comes in, gets the job done. Couple of strikeouts. We go to the 7th inning here in Minnesota, game 3 of a 4-game set. Mariners by 2. Ball on Root Sports, being brought to you by Money Tree. Proud to make a donation to Mariners Care for every Mariners win. By BNSF Railway, sponsor the BNSF Blast. By CenturyLink, connecting you to the power of the digital world. And by Jack in the Box. Come try the sweet or spicy barbecue bacon cheeseburger combo for $4.99. Limited time only at Jack in the Box. As we look at St. Paul Saints, crew was over there to watch them defeat the Sioux City Explorers by the final of 8-1. Sam Gaviglio talking it over with pitching coach Bill Stoudemire Jr. We welcome you back here to Target Field. Mariners going to want to get some insurance tallies here, up 6-4. They left 10 on. Here's Mike Zunino to lead things off in the 7th.
Matt Belisle will take over. Fastball at 91. Slider, curve, changeup, and a split. That's everything.
Zunino, home run off the facade, middle deck. 3-run shot back in the 3rd. Gives him 19 runs batted in the month of June. His 6th home run. He's gone quickly.
For Belisle, 26 appearances on the year, high ERA. Again, the Twins have really struggled on the pitching side of things. 8.5 ERA for him. Opponents hitting .267. He's given up 3 home runs.
That's a big kid at 6'3", 230. 37 years old. Austin, Texas is home. Strike one to Taylor Motter. 0 for 3 strikeout. 2 ground outs and short. Belisle's been with Cincinnati, Colorado, St. Louis, Washington last year, now his first year with the Twins. Foul off. Led the league in games appeared in back in 2012 for Colorado, went 3-8 that year. Took a lot off of that one. Strikes out Motter. Back-to-back Ks here in the 7th. Make sure you take advantage of one of the best deals in baseball, the Safeco Insurance Triple Play Ticket Package. Score a ticket, a hot dog, and a Pepsi or beer for as low as $26. That next event, it's coming up Wednesday, June 21st. The Tigers will be in town, so secure your savings, both your savings and a seat at mariners.com/specials.
Ben Gamble stepping in. Ben has been on base 3 times, scored twice, has a couple of hits.
Belisle ahead 0-2.
He does take a lot off of that curveball. 75 miles an hour.
Ben rides this one deep to right. Kepler going back. He'll play it off the fence. Gamble to second. He'll hold there. Ben Gamble's hot hitting continues. A 3-hit night for him. That's his 12th double of the season.
A couple doubles last night. This is not a bad pitch. It's going to be a breaking ball. It's going to be down out of the strike zone, but he stays with it. Head right to the ball. Drop the barrel on it. Right in the middle of the fence. I'll bring up Haniger. Mitch tonight has been on base 3 times. A home run, a 2-run home run in the first, a walk hit by pitch.
Another run out there for him.
Mariners are 2 for 7 with runners in scoring position tonight.
Nice pick by Castro. Ball 1. Campbell's got good speed. He's out at second. Two 0 for Mitch. Outfield pretty much straight away, not too deep. Two 0 count. There's a strike.
Borderline fastball in the outside corner. 2-0. You're looking more in the middle of the plate.
Two balls, 2 strikes.
Taylor Rogers, left-hander, getting loose. Bilal throwing a lot of strikes. 14 pitches, 12 strikes for him.
Haniger would love to keep this inning going with Cano, Cruz right behind him. Two pitch. Shortstop makes a nice play to throw out Mitch Haniger. The Mariners have now left 11 on, but still lead it 6-4. What you can do with the win from Washington's lottery play today. Nice party atmosphere here at Target Field. Folks having a good time. Twins in first place in the Central Division, but right now the Mariners lead Game 3 of this 4-game set, 6-4. Be on the air tomorrow, 9:30 a.m. Pacific time with the pregame show as we wrap up the series. Mariner fans, tell us folks back in the great Pacific Northwest, he's on TV. Dave Sims and Mike Flowers, Root Sports crew with it. James Pazos continues on in relief of Sam Gaviglio. James came on to get the last 2 outs of the 6th inning via strikeouts, getting Kepler and Vargas swinging. He's got Escobar, Castro, and Buxton here in the 7th.
And he has a good fastball tonight. He's topped out at 97, consistently 95.
Up the middle, base hit. Seventh inning, first man's aboard. It's a night 40 years in the making. Saturday, June 24th is Turn Back the Clock night when we celebrate the year it all began, 1977. First 20,000 fans will receive a Mariners Trident cap courtesy of Steel. So get ready to give a nod to the Mariners rookie season by picking up tickets now at mariners.com.
Dan Altavilla getting loose in the pen. Hard throwing right-hander for the Mariners.
Go for 2-9 for Jason Vargas. Jason Castro, beg your pardon, Jason Castro. Strikeout and a ground out as Altavilla heats up. His Pittsburgh Penguins off winning at back-to-back Stanley Cups a couple of nights ago.
Dyson James toward left center with Castro hitting.
Right to Seager. Kamada, easy double play, 5-6-3. Just what the doctor ordered, 2 down.
We'll take a look at it, easy play. I'm not quite used to the 5-6-3 double play, but I'm getting there.
You guys didn't shift. I mean, we've had Kyle, we've had him in a 4-5-3,
yeah.
A couple of double plays. It's one, let's see, it's one recently. And he turned it quite smoothly. I think that was back home. I got a page back, but I think that was back home in the Toronto series. 1-0 to Buxton. Had a good night, double and a home run. Three double play on Sunday. Kyle was in the middle. Two and one. When we get to the Mariners' 8th, 3, 4, and 5 coming up. Cano, Cruz, and Seager. He's gone 3 and 1.
Dan is ready to go in the pen. Gonzalez, left-handed hitter, waiting on deck. And you get to Dozier after that, a righty.
3-1. Full count to Buxton. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. A 2-run lead for the Mariners. 2 in the first, 3 in the 3rd, 1 in the 6th. Minnesota, 2 in the 5th, 2 in the 6th. Three-2 to Buxton. Didn't hit the target. That is the first walk issued by Mariner pitching tonight. Twins have walked 1.
Mel Stottlemyre trip out to the mound. I think on that last pitch he wanted to make sure that he was going to keep it down and away from Buxton, who's already hit a home run in the game, and he just missed.
Coming up tomorrow, series wrap-up. CenturyLink brings you what's next. Mariners top winner Ariel Miranda goes against Jose Berrios, who's been outstanding for the Minnesota Twins. Berrios' 5 wins, second only to Santana, who the Mariners knocked out here tonight.
Rosario on his way to the plate. Rosario with 3 home runs yesterday for the mound. Part of the discussion that was just happening at the mound. Likes to hit the fastball. He likes to hit it early in the count.
Buxton 10 out of 11 in base stealing. He's at first. Breaking ball. Fouled back.
Tried to throw the slider on the outside corner and left it middle in. Aggressive swing.
Big out right here.
Good pitch.
0-2. Stay with the same pitch, just moving off the plate a little bit here.
Yeah, see if you can get him to chase it.
He has killed some fastballs last night.
Yep.
3 homers, 4 for 5, 5 runs batted in. Here's the 0-2. Runner goes, breaking ball. And down low, stolen base for Buxton. That's his 11th. He's 11 out of 12.
No chance for Mike to throw him out. Breaking ball, pretty good jump. Breaking ball down and away.
He's got plus speed.
Yeah.
Concentration on the hitter.
Good fastball at 99 miles an hour, right on the corner.
Big spot in the game here in the 7th. Hot hitter in Rosario, hot off of last night, tonight 0 for 2. He did hit 3 homers last night. Pazos ready, 1-2 pitch. I didn't think he'd swing at that. That's a break as Robbie goes back to get it, makes the play, inning over. Runner stranded. Mariners go to the 8th, leading by 2. All right, thank you, Brad. Taylor Rogers takes over.
3-1 record, a 3.1 ERA. Opponent's hitting .269. He's given up a couple of home runs, 14 strikeouts, over 5 walks. Good fastball at 93 miles an hour. Has a curveball and a changeup to go with it.
3, 4, and 5 coming up here for the Mariners. Strike one to Robbie Cano. Cano has enjoyed a 3-hit night, 3 for 4. Cano is 2 for 3 against Rogers. Hits this one well. Buxton chasing it down, and he makes the play.
And he covers a lot of ground, long strides. An easy play for him.
Last time up for Nelson Cruz. Couple of men aboard. They had a 1-1 count. Glancing blow off his left elbow guard, and he didn't want to take his base.
He did not. He wanted to hit.
Greg Gibson said, you got to go to first here. League RBI leader wanted a chance to bring a few more in. One to Nelly. Strikeout in the first, ground out to short in the third, strikeout in the fourth, and hit by the pitch in the sixth. Two and one. Count for Nelly. His last home run was 10 days ago against Tampa Bay. Kyle Seager's on deck. Three and two. Infield deep, outfield deep, time call.
Altavilla had been getting loose in the pen for the Mariners, but now it's Nick Vincent. He has really pitched well for the Mariners.
3-2 to Cruz. Breaking ball, popped it up. Shortstop taking control. It's Escobar. 1 out. I make that 2 outs.
Kyle 0 for 4 tonight. All flyouts, 2 to left, 2 to center.
Taylor Rogers, drafted by the Orioles, 37th round back in '09, then by the Twins, 11th round in 2012 out of the University of Kentucky. Seager 1 for 1 against Rogers. Staying away from him. 2 and 1. Mariners chased Irvin Santana off to a wonderful start this year. Mariners roughed him up. Got him out of the box.
That was a great start for him. He missed it. Mitch Haniger with a 2-run home run in the first inning. Then Zunino, a 3-run home run in the 3rd. So some early run support for the Mariners was good to see tonight.
Santana going just 5 innings, 9 hits, 5 runs, all earned. Sam Gaviglio's in line to get the win. He went 5 in the 3rd. A slow roller to second baseman Dozier. 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners in the 8th. Twins will have the top of the order when we come back. Dozier, Bauer, and Sano. (6-4) Mariner lead. Game 3, 4-game series. Taking over on the mound right now, Nick Vincent.
26 appearances, 2.1 ERA for Nick. 25 2/3. He has 20 strikeouts, 4 walks. Only hitting .234. He's given up 1 home run. Fastball right at 90 miles an hour. Has a cutter and a slider. His cutter will be around 87, 88. At the top of the lineup for the Twins, Ryan Dozier going to lead things off. It's Mauer and Sano.
Proudly flying their Mariner gear.
Like a kingdom.
Yeah.
For Nick, it'll be important to get the first 2 hitters out with Sano hitting 3rd. He is the power in their lineup.
He showed it off in the 6th. 2-run homer. His 16th. Dozier, 2 ground outs and a fly out today, 0 for 3. Fouled off. Scott Service has relied heavily on Nick Vincent. And who knew? Late last year, spring training, day and a half, 2 days before camp broke, he comes across from San Diego. Right across the Peoria Sports Complex.
He's really important to the bullpen. So is Mark Zepchinski, and he is getting loose in the pen right now. Where is Mark?
Tough night for him last night. 3rd of an inning, 5 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned.
Might be the only time I've seen him struggle this year.
Correct.
He has been that good.
I agree. 1-2 here to Dozier. Danny might have a play. He's under it, and he does make the play. Big out.
We'll take a look at it. He has to stay with it. Pop up off the end of the bat. Good concentration. About that time, he's not real sure where the wall is, but makes the catch on the track. Good play.
He knows it's close, that's for sure. Other scores in the American League West. Yankees lead at the Angels 4-1, top 2. Bottom 6, Houston 8-1 over Texas. And Oakland lost at Miami 11-6. There's Joe Mauer, strike 1 to him. Got a base hit to left. Last time up. Goes the other way. That's what Mauer does. Into the corner. Gamble giving chase. Looks like he made the catch. Did he slam in? And it's a. He caught it. Yeah, buddy. Ben Gamble with the flow going. Makes the catch.
He is doing everything. I think his hat ended up in the stands and they gave it back to him.
Great effort.
What a great play. We talked about it was important to get the first 2 out. We saw Danny. Now this play by Ben Gamble. What concentration.
Ooh, wow. Man, he slammed into that baby. Boy, all out effort. What a catch.
See the way he secures it, 2 hands, you bet.
And holds on coming down.
What a great play.
Wow. Showed some ups. Danny's play was big, but that was bigger.
Yeah.
You mentioned Sano coming up. Strike 1 to Sano. That is some commitment out there in left field.
That's covering some ground, too. We'll take another look. And then the time has jumped.
Ooh.
Wow.
Man. Reaches out, singles to center. Like he got blindsided on kick covers. That's how hard he hit it.
Yeah.
So next, Kepler coming up. Mike Zepchinski is ready, and Scott Service is coming to make the move. 2 outstanding defensive plays. One by Valencia, and then Gamble sees him and raises him. Time now for our Beacon Plumbing call to the pen. It brings us Mike Zepchinski. Certainly for the month of June, and for the year, this was fabulous. What an all-out effort.
Yep, gives up his body, great concentration, and again using both hands, knowing that he's going to slam into the wall to hang on to it. Great play.
And good enough on it, coming down, he was able to turn so he didn't land on the tailbone. Not that that made the blow any less significant.
When he was laying on the warning track, he was going through inventory, though, I can tell you that.
Yes, indeed. Wow, what a great play.
Mark Sepchinski, 24 appearances on the year, ERA right at 3. Opponent's hitting 189. He's given up 1 home run. Fastball at 92. Good sinking fastball at 92 and a slider.
Probably Grossman going to pinch hit. Here's Grossman, switch hitter. Ball 1. Grossman 1 for 1 against Sepchinski. Probably started last night's game, went 2 for 6, scored twice. Two and 0.
Diaz getting loose in the pen for the Mariners. And he looks like he's ready to go.
Two-0 here to Grossman. Tying run at the plate. 3-0.
Switch hitter Vargas waiting on deck.
Four pitches, not close. Go ahead run coming to the plate.
And Scott Service out of the dugout, and he's going to get Diaz.
Time for our Beacon Plumbing call to the pen. They're going to get the closer. 4-out save opportunity for Edwin Diaz. Mariners by 2. The Twins down 2. And coming up tomorrow, a reminder, join us at 9:30 a.m. Pacific time. CenturyLink bringing you what's next. The Ariel Miranda, Mariners top winner, goes against Jose Berrios. Right now, Edwin Diaz takes over. And he's going to go after switch hitter Kenny Vargas.
10 saves and 12 opportunities, a 3.7 ERA. Opponents hitting 176 against them. 31 strikeouts in 24 in the third. Fastball in the mid to upper 90s, hard slider. And he will have to get 4 outs to get the save tonight.
First time he's going after Vargas. First pitch strike.
At 99 miles an hour.
Ground out, strikeout, looking and swinging for Vargas tonight. Seager will give a look at it, can't get there.
And how about 100 right on your hands?
Good luck.
Yeah.
Feeling good. Edwin Diaz out there. Saw him 5 days ago. Got the win against Toronto. It was Friday night. Got the save, beg your pardon. Saving it again. Swing and a miss. 3 pitches and a dismissal. Inning over. Diaz shuts him down in the 8th. Ben Gamel highlighted the inning with a fabulous catch. 6-4 Mariners. Brad, thank you. Here's Danny Valencia to lead it off. Valencia, Dyson, Zunino, 6, 7, and 8. How about Edwin Diaz? Look good.
99, 100, and 100. Yeah, I would say that's pretty good.
Certainly fresh enough. He hadn't pitched since Friday night. What a weapon to have. Valencia, he's got 2 hits tonight, 2 for 4. He's also grounded out, struck out.
Taylor Rogers still pitching for the Twins. That's good fastball at 93, changeup, curveball.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Mariners got 2 runs in the first. Mitch Haniger, 2-run homer. 3rd inning, Mike Zunino, 3-run homer. RBI Valencia in the 6th. They've left 11 men on tonight. Strike 3 called. He's gone. First strikeout for Rogers. Rod Dyson, First 2 times up, single to left, single to center. Since then, a foul out to third and a ground out to second. Castro for out number 2.
He's going to try to take that over to the right side of the infield. Lefty on the mound. Typically, they'll fall off towards the third baseline.
Here's Mike Z. Strikeout, 3-run homer, hit by a pitch, had words with Santana, and another strikeout.
Tape measure home run.
Just a matter of what part of the building was going to stop it. Hit it off the facade, middle deck. That's hit. Right field, hit hard. Right at Grossman. Quick inning. See if Diaz can have a quick inning to put this one in the books. 6-4 Mariners. Edwin Diaz, what's your pickup point as a hitter? He's throwing glove, leg, arm at you, and he's throwing 100. And as you said through the break, it's 104. Given the way it looks up there.
To the hitter's eye, we were seeing 100, but because he hides it so well, and then as you mentioned, all those other things are going on, and the arm speed that he generates, a tremendous amount of arm speed. It's on you in a hurry, and when he's throwing strikes and he's able to hit his spots like he did in that last inning, no chance.
And then when he throws a slider, you got to be geared for fastball.
You have to. You have to go after the fastball, and then it makes it difficult to lay off his slider because typically he's trying to throw his slider for a ball. Right. He wants you to chase it.
Well, he's got Escobar, Castro, and Buxton here in the ninth. Mariners by 2. Much easier play for Ben Gamble. If you're just joining us, he made a fabulous slamming into the wall, foul territory last inning. That boys better be buying him a dinner or two or something.
Hopefully he's not too sore in the morning.
Because that was an all-out effort, one of the better ones you ever want to see. And a beautiful thing too, young kids catch the ball with 2 hands.
Yeah, that's what was great about it, and more times than not, especially when you're jumping like that, you're going to just use your glove hand and reach for it. But for him to use the 2 hands because he knew he was going to slam into the wall, and that's pretty good.
1-0 pitch here to Castro. Jason tonight, 0 for 3. Good numbers during his days in Houston. 2-0. Cano out short right field. Right there. About 98.
Right on the corner.
Two-two pitch here from Diaz. Up high. Little payoff pitch here to Castro. Lost it. Tying run coming to the plate. Good pinch runner. Ray Adrianza pinch run for Castro. Two flyers here. Adrianza can run, and Buxton has got exceptional speed.
There's the slider. First one tonight.
Buxton 0 for 2 against Edwin. Slow roller. Oh, they don't get anything. He knew he had to hurry with Buxton's speed, so now the tying runs are aboard.
Just a swinging bunt. We've seen Kyle make this play a couple of times tonight. See where it hits him on his glove on the heel. Maybe got his hand in there a little bit early, trying to be too quick with the play because of the speed of Buxton. Now Stottlemyre Jr. making the trip out to the mound.
Base hit for Buxton.
I think even if he fields it cleanly, that's going to be tough to get
exactly.
in. Swinging bunt.
We were talking about a couple of days ago, Buxton's top 1, 2, 3, or 4 in the league in terms of speed.
Yeah. Rosario, we've talked about him. He had the big night last night, and first pitch fastball is what he's going to be looking to hit.
An Adam ball right at the shortstop, right at the second baseman. Turn 2 and get out of here.
Good slider. Yeah, I'm okay with him hitting a ground ball right at Cano. Slider right on the inside corner.
Just looking to pick up where he left off last night for sure. Home run night last evening, 4 for 5 with 5 ribbies. 0-1 pitch from Diaz. Look out.
A little bit of trouble on that velocity back up again. 99 miles an hour on that fastball.
Shaking his head. The pitch is one in a heartbeat. Diaz trying to put him away here. Curtis holding to a 2-run lead. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
Back to the slider. Slider at 89 miles an hour. Out in front of it.
Got a piece of it. Zunino held on.
Bring up Brian Dozier. He has plenty of power. 11 home runs on the year, and again, he likes the high fastball.
0 for 1 against Diaz. they start him off. 0-1. Trying to get win number 33. Want to know here to Dozier. Pitch from Diaz. Zunino does not have a play. Big 3-run homer for Mike. Third inning. Gives him 19 runs batted in. Month of June. Right now, Diaz. Zunino trying to concoct a way to end this ball game with a tough hitter at the plate. The 1-1. Runners go. Swung on and missed. Ball and 2 strikes.
He is really not paying attention to the runners. Too big a jump. That's the reason why Mike didn't even try.
Put an end to it right here. Ball and 2 strikes to Dozier. Tying runs aboard. Pitch. Center field. Dyson's got it wrapped up in the glove. Game over. 6-4. Mariners win it.
Really nice win for the Mariners. Beat a good pitcher in Santana. Haniger with the home run early, the 2-run home run. Mike Zunino continues to swing at a 3-run home run for him, and then turn it over to the bullpen. Really nice win.
4-out save for Edwin Diaz. Ben Gamble, big part of it. Sam Gavilia picks up a win. He's 3-1. Mariners back to within a game of 500. For Mike Flowers, I'm Dave Sims. Make sure you stick around right now for Mariners postgame presented by Alaska Airlines, Brad and Rand. Roland Smith